Alright, we're here with Medieval Dynasty. I have played this game since early pre-release. It's a wonderful game and it's really come together quite amazingly. So this is going to be a tutorial, no customized game, just the base right game. It's been fully updated. And if you want to skip this, go ahead and skip this, but I'll let this play for
I used
anyone
to
who
have a
hasn't
simple
seen it.
life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the world. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Alright, here we are. Now this is a wonderful simulation of medieval life in, I believe, Bohemia. I'm not sure what year it is, but it's a visually stunning game. Show you the basics here. You got an inventory, you got your skills, and you got sub skills. You learn these by doing things and building things. You got your basic journal. Starting a new life is what we start out with. This is already being tracked. And you got your map. We're pretty much right in the middle here. This is where our first quest is to the first guy that's knew our uncle, apparently, that runs the show. Maybe runs his town, maybe even more. All right, Victor First the Greedy is the king. You can see that information right here. This also shows the day, the spring, the year, the season, the year, the king, and I'm not sure what that last one is. So there's multiple views. You got your third-person view and your first-person view. It's a little more accurate when you're doing things, but both can be effective. So we're going to be following our compass on the top. We have a energy on the bottom left. The green bar that's depleting is your stamina. The red bar is your health. The orange bar is your food, and the far right blue bar on the bottom left is your water, your hydration level. So one of the tricks to this game is recruiting peasants to your newly built town, because it's basically a town building game, a role-playing game simulation, and then setting them to the proper jobs. And it's a little tricky, and I'll go over that once we get there and show you how to do it and make sure all your workers are working properly. Alright, so this is the guy from our quest. And it's going to take forever to read everything, but I will sum it up. Basically, he's saying he knew my uncle, tells me some stories about it, and then he offers me to stay in the county and build my own town as long as I pay taxes every year. So now we got another quest. To pick things up is just press A or hold A. And then we got a quest to gather some rocks and stones to make, I believe, a knife or axe. So we don't have skills enough to see exactly where stones and herbs are and stuff, but eventually you get cool skills that will let you basically track items in a screen like that. so you can see what's on the ground from far away, or even hunt animals. So we need to find some stones. Usually they're on the ground, obviously, but usually they're down over near the ocean, the water a little bit. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And they want us to make an axe. And chop down a tree or two. So we'll try to chop these trees down. They automatically set it in the bottom slot, quick slot. And then you can get better and quicker at chopping wood, and you can get better material axes like iron and steel, and bronze, tin. And you want to hit them a couple more times to break them apart, the tree trunks, and you can grab the logs. Keep grabbing a lot of stuff here, try to grab all these stones. And eventually they're going to want us to grab some reeds, which are real close by. But it's part of it going to get loaded up with all these stones I'm grabbing. And we got lots of logs. These logs are heavy. Now we're way loaded up. What am I doing? But you could lower your weight by building something light and using stuff. Stone knife is good in the beginning because you can actually sell a stone knife. You're going to need each stone knife skin. So if you're loaded up in the beginning, you can just make a whole bunch of stone knives, which gives you experience in crafting as well. And then you can sell the stone knives, which is much needed in the beginning of the game to gather some money. And what do they want us to make? They want us to cut trees, get some straw, and make a wooden hammer. So, make a wooden hammer. And instead of dropping stuff, I'm just going to sell to a quick merchant right here and lower our weight. And then go back and finish this quest. Because money is important in the beginning.
It's nice to meet only the best products here.
We'll go ahead and sell them all, even though we do need one eventually. And see if we can sell anything else we can find our own food. I'll sell that. I mean, I'll sell these apples. That's not worth it. We'll keep them.
Have a good day.
And then eventually you're going to try to recruit peasants. Basically from every village has a circle of fire with the surrounding benches. And it's also where you can find a wife, which is one of the first things we need to do is find a wife as well. Now, as we're still loaded up, could build some more stuff, I suppose. Thought that would have unloaded us. We got all these rocks on us, I think, and firewood.
Hail, friend. My wares never disappoint. Friend. Goodbye.
Alright, now we're not overloaded. We just need to cut 2 more trees and get some straw. This is reeds, these are straw. Eventually you can farm and get plenty of straw and you won't have to do this. So the game is definitely a grind in a lot of regards, but it's a fun grind where it's really rewarding. And once you make some progress, it really becomes more of a managing game than a collecting and manual labor game. But you do got to do a lot of it to get good in the beginning. Alright, chop a couple trees. I gotta work on my aim. Now we want to build our first house. So I won't collect this wood because I don't want to get overloaded. We're going to look for a place to build, but this is just a temporary place because I want to get a lot of these quests done that are close by these villages. There's a village over across the river as well. But this is not a great permanent location for middle game stuff, like getting ores and stuff, and having a cave and that you can go and mine. So we're going to build a temporary place here to basically have a first village. It'll be a serious village, but eventually we're going to be tearing it down and buildings elsewhere. So we need to pull out a hammer. We need to equip that hammer. And slot 2. We also have a skill. Survival knowledge. We want to just get the most experience multiplied early on. And then start building this thing. This is just the first basic house. What do we need? More logs. Now we're going to need a lot of logs to even build a village of three houses, or 3 buildings. So I'm going to chop a lot of trees en masse and then collect the wood later on. Gather these far ones first. Don't want to pollute the environment with random stuff. And to get rid of those stumps, you just need to build a shovel, which we will do shortly. And you can eventually carry a lot more. We're going to look for a backpack early on to add our weight, ability, and their skills you can get to increase how much you can carry. We unlocked another building, just a basic well where we can have someone work and bring water or fill water barrels. So our village will have water. And the stamina thing too, we start off really low. Alright, get rid of all the weight. Once we get a house as well, we can start storing stuff. So we can drop stuff off in a chest. Alright, we're way down big time. Just gotta get back there and build that house. think we had a skill. No. We had a technology. Yeah, okay. And eventually you can build all sorts of advanced buildings like alchemy huts, so you can make potions out of all these little herbs you find. Alright, should be able to finish it. Or be very close. One more log. Broadleaf plantain, an herb, is a healing component. Just taking it without even making it a potion will heal you. You always want to grab those broadleaves. Alright. Bingo, we got our first house, we got a chest, so let's drop some of this stuff off. Jeez, what am I doing? Alright, my bad. We're gonna save some of this to eat. And we're gonna equip our stone knife. Now we got another quest. Talk to Niega. She's the wife of the head of the town. Or actually the whole county, Unicost. Alright. Sorry, I'll go slower, but not too slow, but at least so if you want to pause and read everything you can. But there's so much talking.
How are you? Whatever you need, I've got it. See you soon.
She just wants us to deliver some porridge to her husband, the guy we were introduced to, the head of the county, Unigost. He's going to tell us more stories about him and my uncle. Alright, it's going a little fast. But
welcome. It was nice seeing you.
Alright, the main quest is to wait for the next day, but there's always people that have quests around town, so you want to look at your compass. You see this compass is showing someone up here with a quest. The exclamation point. Yeah, it's got to be somewhat close because you can just kind of tell when it moves around. Alright, we'll see what she wants. So, she had this one, a story quest, talk to Nadar. This one, Unigot stories, wait till the next day. Our main quest is to hunt wild animals, make wooden spears, set a rabbit trap, and survive for a season. So we'll be able to do that as well. And we'll be tracking this one. But he's way far away, so we don't want to do that one. He's 1,400 meters away. We have another quest here. Alwyn. See what his quest. Deliver to Dalebor a stick. That's his son. That should be very easy. Well, almost made it over. I think that hurt me a little bit. No, I don't know. Here he is. Where are you going, buddy? And go back and talk to Alwyn. And that was pretty easy. Wait till the next summer. Or wait for summer, I believe. Check the people here. No women. This guy will fast travel. Great addition to the game. So you can go to all the villages for a cheap price. So we want to build a shovel first of all. We don't want these stumps stinking up the place. We need stone. So as you see, tools do break, but better quality tools break less often. So luckily it's not too hard to build stone tools. And we don't want to build a spear. And you can see on the bottom left, we're dirty. That little smaller circle next to the big circle means we're dirty. So you just go in the water, or if you have a bathtub, you wash in that. And you also want to drink water. It looks like we're thirsty. And while we're at it, we should probably eat food. There's flatbread we might want to sell. I also want to build a shovel. And equip the shovel. And then you can just dig up these stumps. And then we want to build a spear. And actually, these wooden spears are not very effective, so we're going to need more than one. Probably build 4, 5, 7. We want to start farming as soon as possible as well. And we want to set up a rabbit trap. We can do that quickly. Where'd it go? collect a rabbit. Alright, we're gonna hunt a wild animal and equip the spear. Little clay pits over here. We don't need that right now. Now, it shouldn't be anything too dangerous this close. There's a badger. He is dangerous. Well, I don't know if I hit him or not. If I hit him, he would have charged me, I think. Alright, there's a deer somewhere. I don't see it. Get him in the neck. Oh, I spooked him. What am I doing? That was a pretty good shot. Might be staggered. I'm out of stamina. Go down, go down. Jesus, poor guy. This is ridiculous. Jeez. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we got our first kill though. That was just nasty. I mean, that was a brutal mauling. See the map, let's see where we are. Looks like we're right there. It's gonna get dark soon. Got plenty of meat, so I don't want to mess with that badger. Caught a rabbit. Now, we do want to have a fire to cook stuff. Cook some of that meat. Although we're not very hungry right now, so it is somewhat, we don't necessarily need to. I do want to build some more spears, I believe. Now, what time is it? Might want to sell some stuff. Damn, just left.
Only the best products here.
I'm not sure if we need that for a quest. I hope not. We can always buy it back.
Hail, friend. day.
Alright, we're gonna want some seeds to start farming tomorrow. So we got a farmer merchant. I'm going on the compass to Edwin.
My wares never disappoint.
We're gonna need a bag, but I think we can build one. We got some leather. And that's too expensive. So what season are we in? You want to see what season you're in to see what you can grow. We're in spring,
Only
obviously.
the best products here.
Spring or summer, spring or winter. Bag during spring, beetroot. Expensive seed though. Might be good. Now we need manure too. 25. We need some fertilizer. Oh, we don't need manure, we need fertilizer. Manure would, if we had a barn, we could make fertilizer. Alright, so we got all of our money for 35 seeds, 35 fertilizer. So we get a crop going. What do we got here?
It's nice to meet you. Whatever you need, I've got it.
She's already married. I believe. Yes.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna look for a place to start farming. Nice flat area. We might be able to fit some here. Nice and close, but it's probably a better idea to have housing over here. Maybe have the farm over here or something. This is not very flat. Alright, let's just see what we need. Farming. Field. I mean, let's see what we can do here. Hold on. Alright, we're totally way down. I have to drop some of this stuff. I don't like that. That's not how I want to do it. Come Come on, 12 by 2. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 9 by 9. That should be plenty. Now we gotta get our... Oh, we don't have one. We sold all of our hose. Maybe we make 2 if we can. We're gonna do a lot of mucking up here. There's certain art to actually mucking it up. You gotta have the right fluidity. You just gotta get in a rhythm. We're learning a lot of skills. Take a look real fast. And we can build more buildings too. That's what we've been unlocking as well. Resource storage. We got almost a food storage. Or maybe we do have food storage. I'm not sure. Tiring work. And that's a pretty big field to start off with. Alright, we get it all. Not quiet. Think we're good? Is that it? Yeah. Alright, we need to get a bag. So I'm going to take some of this leather. Try to make a bag out of it. Bag. And while it's a little hard, it's hard to see in the dark, we're gonna just try to get this stuff planted. At least make some progress. And bag fertilizer. Now, we might have a small crop, so I'm going to make it as close as I can. And we're not going to fill up the whole field. So you got to lay the fertilizer, then you got to hoe it up again, and then plant the seeds. So it's a little bit of a task, but we're getting a lot of good early experience here. Farming experience. And eventually we'll have people working in our barn that are doing most all of this. If not all of it, if you set it up properly. And moving goods into your storages. Supplying your village, having your village basically run itself. Clean it off and getting a drink of water while I rest my stamina. Need another log. I think we got it all. Now we go back to our bag. Select with the L trigger. And what seed do we got? We got beetroot. And this will probably be done next season. It says when it actually ripens. Sometimes it's 2 seasons. It might be not next season, but the season after. And then we'll have to harvest it. And eventually you can build a tavern, have people making tons of different kinds of meals and soups with the different stuff you grow and find. And then even sell stuff It's a pretty amazing game. But as you can see, it's a little bit grindy. But the payoff is amazingly worth it. It's a fabulous game. It probably wasn't easy starting off in the medieval times anyway. We did all of our basic quests, and now we have farming going on. We're definitely going to look right now at all of our skills and unlocks. We can build a bigger village. I'll show you that where you can see that information. There's lots of information here. Take a look here. So first we got some more farming knowledge and management. Dynasty reputation 80. Buildings 1 of 5. We have 0 workers and we only have 1 population. We have no demand because we have no villagers yet. So we can build 5 buildings, but as our dynasty reputation increases, we'll be able to build many, many, many more buildings. So that won't be much of a problem, but you do want to keep up on a lot of these quests and do quests for random peasants so that your dynasty reputation increases so you can build a bigger village. So you probably should build another building, see what the options are after I gather a little bit of wood. If we can build a hunter's, a forestry lodge where we can put someone lumberjack, it'd be good so I don't have to chop wood anymore. And he can collect sticks and stuff too. Or maybe even a hunting shed wouldn't be bad either. How could I be that? Oh, because I picked up a whole bunch of them, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop some of these logs. Too many logs. Alright, see what options we have to build. We're gonna need another house, probably for sure, because that's the only way we can get another villager. So we probably should just build a house, because we need a villager to have somewhere to live. Might as well place it right next to us. And here we go again. We still got 10 beetroot seeds, that's weird. Did I miss some spots or something? Or did my bag break? I don't know. Six logs. Once we have this house built, we can recruit a villager from one of these villages to join us, work for us, work for our town, join our community. Then need straw, sticks, and logs. Alright, we need some straw and probably a couple logs. And we're dirty. That's probably enough, but I'll keep picking it. I'm gonna need to build more than one more house, or more than one more building. So might as well load up on this reed. Straw. Alright, now we can build a hunting lodge, which is good, so we can always have food for our villagers, even if we just set a worker to work at the hunting lodge. Alright, we can put some of this in storage too, so just trying to grab a lot while we're here. Alright, that should be quite a bit. I think that's good for a few buildings. Looks like we need one more log. And we should put some of this straw in. Oh, we don't have a chest in this place yet. I might have ate something that poisoned me. Alright, second house done. Now we can recruit somebody. Houses need firewood, but as soon as we have a woodshed or something, they can make their own timber, and they just automatically load up the village's storage center with timber that anyone can use. But in the beginning, until you have the main storage center, you gotta make firewood. Alright, so let's look at what other buildings we can make here. We can make a hunting lodge. We can make a well for water. And that's about it. A food storage one and a resource storage one. We definitely want those things. But first we do want someone to start working. And might as well set a guy to hunting. You don't want to put him maybe a little farther away. I don't think he necessarily has to be right next to animals, but I think it might help. There's definitely more animals over here. It's a little bit off the path. It's good to keep it a little separated. Have plenty of room for expanding. And they want stone for the base. Sometimes they're hard to see, but these stones are around everywhere. Walk right over them sometimes. Alright, better stop it there. It's been an hour. This will be part one. But part two, hopefully we'll have some workers filling up some of these buildings and hunting, gathering food for us, gathering wood, gathering rocks, gathering sticks, the basics. And hopefully we'll get that all in the next hour in part two. So, like and subscribe, obviously. And start the part two if you're still interested. Save this stuff. What should I name it? Duchy. Alright, that's it.